Hi guys, welcome to today's video. I hope that you're all doing well. Today we are going to be talking about some of the best Valentine's Day fragrances for women. These are fragrances that will certainly capture your man's attention, and if you want to seduce him and you want to smell super sexy and seductive, you need to try one of these fragrances because they're all so perfect. The first one is going to be a no surprise, and this is Oud Satin Mode by MFK. This is obviously one of the sexiest fragrances a woman can wear, at least in my opinion. It is a gorgeous rose scent with oud and vanilla. There is a hint of violet in here as well. At first, when you spray the scent, it's very strong and powerful and polarizing, so you need to be careful with this one. You need like 2, 3, max 4 sprays because you don't want to choke yourself and your man out, so be careful with this one. I always say use this one with caution because it's very potent, but this is just a sexy rose scent that will seriously capture everyone's attention. If you want to be noticed, if you want to be smelling extremely luxurious and beautiful and sexy, this is just the perfect fragrance. A little bit soft in the dry down with a lot of vanilla, and it becomes a little bit powdery as well, so the initial first couple of minutes is very strong and powerful, but settling down on your skin, you will be left with this beautiful rose with a little bit of oud, a little bit of vanilla. It's soft and sweet and powdery and just perfect. My next recommendation would be perfect for all the girls who love their sweeter scents, their gourmand fragrances, but they still want to smell super sexy. And this one is Dolce Passione by Pantheon Roma. And I mean, who doesn't love a little bit of chocolate on Valentine's Day? This one is just the perfect chocolate fragrance. When you first spray Dolce Passione, you have this intoxicating, strong, rich, dark chocolate note. The chocolate note is very strong at first. You really get this chocolatey feel from this fragrance, and it's just so yummy and so intoxicating. Then you have a little bit of hazelnuts, and I do get like a roasted feel from those hazelnuts. You know, they're not just hazelnuts, at least to me they smell a little bit like roasted hazelnuts. It's very nutty, very yummy, super delicious, and in the dry down the fragrance definitely becomes softer, smoother, creamier. You get a lot of tonka bean, a lot of vanilla, a little bit of strawberry. It's very sexy in my opinion. It's very delicious, but you would still smell super seductive, and this is just the perfect chocolate fragrance in my opinion. The next fragrance is perfect for all rose lovers, and this one is Rose de Grasse Rouge by Aerin Beauty, and this one is just a very beautiful, realistic red rose. It's velvety and sweet, and it just really smells like the most beautiful bouquet of red roses. I think this is just the perfect Valentine's Day scent. If you really love rose fragrances, this is just the perfect one. So in here we have some rose water and violet leaf and red roses and damask rose. Also in the dry down we have a little bit of honey and some musk, and essentially what you really get from this is, as I said, a beautiful bouquet of red roses, but you also have a little bit of freshness. You really do get that sweet, velvety, soft red rose, but you have a little bit of freshness coming out from this violet leaf. Also, it's very musky, so it's a little bit clean in the dry down especially, but very rosy still. It's just a gorgeous, musky red rose fragrance, clean but very sweet and fresh and elegant. Next up, we have another rose fragrance, and I have a few more fragrances that are coming up that are rose centered, but I feel like you just can't go wrong with a rose fragrance, especially for Valentine's Day. It's just so romantic and feminine and beautiful and elegant. But next up we have Lovers by Fragrance du Bois, and I mean, how can you go wrong with this one? It's just the perfect Valentine's Day fragrance. It's just screaming Valentine's Day. I love the red color, the name, it's just perfection. This is a fragrance that you can absolutely wear together with your partner and you will both smell absolutely stunning. This is a rose scent with a little bit of saffron. It's woody and spicy, but also very fruity, especially in the beginning. There is a passion fruit note which is sweet but fresh and tart, and it's just so delicious with a little bit of bergamot. But then what you really do get from this scent is just this soft sweet rose with a little bit of spiciness, and the saffron is not too strong in my opinion, but it's definitely there. It is a smooth rose and saffron combination with a little bit of woodiness in the dry down. This is a gorgeous fragrance that in my opinion just smells absolutely incredible on everyone. It is very luxurious, romantic, intoxicating, and super sexy. Next up, of course, I have to mention Delina because she's the queen of rose fragrances. This will always be my favorite rose fragrance in my perfume collection. She's just perfection. You have a little bit of everything in here. You have the lychee with the rhubarb, which are making her so fruity and delicious. Then you have a little bit of musk with vanilla, the rose, the peony. In the dry down, you have a little bit of incense. She is just blended to perfection, sweet and floral and fruity and creamy and smooth and so feminine, elegant, and just so sexy. This is a fragrance that you just can't go wrong with, especially if you enjoy rose fragrances and you still haven't given her a chance. Try her. She's just beautiful. At least in my opinion, she is the perfect fragrance for any woman. This is a scent that will literally get you noticed anywhere you go. This is just such a compliment getter. She is so potent as well. She's super long lasting. When you wear this one, people will be able to smell you from far away. It has beautiful intoxicating sillage and it leaves the most beautiful scent trail. It's just perfection. Next up we have Velvet by Commodity, and this one is a very unique fragrance. It is very romantic and very elegant and a little bit sweet, a little bit nutty. You have some almonds in here with a little bit of coconut water. Then you have a hint of rose, but this is not a heavy rose scent. You definitely get this floral sweetness coming from the rose, but it's just a hint of rose. The rose is in the background. You get a lot of vanilla with some woodiness. It's warm and spicy and sweet and sophisticated and so intoxicating. If you are looking for something that is a little bit more interesting and sophisticated but still very elegant and sweet and sexy, you need to try this one. Velvet is very beautiful in my opinion. It's romantic and elegant and smooth and warm and soft and a little bit sweet, a little bit smoky and woody. It's just a gorgeous fragrance that I feel like would be perfect for Valentine's Day. Next up we have Flamenco by Ramon Monegal, and this is just a stunning fruity rose scent. It's not just a fruity fragrance though. You get a lot of raspberry in here with rose, but you also have a lot of deepness and woodiness. It's also a little bit green. We have some aromatic notes in here. There is a pine tree note, some cypress, so you are definitely getting some greenness in here as well. Also some deep woodiness, but at first you're really getting this gorgeous combination of a sweet raspberry with a soft sweet rose. It is just stunning. This is a very fun, playful fragrance. It's very girly and feminine. I absolutely love the combination of the raspberry with the rose in here. It's just so pretty, but it's also very sexy because of that deep woodiness and that green feel that you get from this fragrance. It's very unique, very luxurious, very sophisticated as well. Fun and playful, but super sexy. It's just gorgeous. Next up we have a fragrance for OG vanilla lovers who are looking for a unique vanilla scent, and this one is Entrance by Andrea Maack. This one is just one of my favorite vanilla fragrances. This is very unique. It's super sophisticated. It's super sexy. This is just perfection in a bottle. It is a little bit dark, a little bit mysterious. What you get from this essentially is this spicy, woody vanilla scent. You have some saffron, which is very prominent. You have some warm amber as well. You have the vanilla. You have a little bit of pink pepper and nutmeg. It's warm and spicy and a little bit sweet and just so intoxicating. This is a fragrance that has an amazing scent trail as well. It is a beautiful, intoxicating, unique, sophisticated but sexy vanilla fragrance. And if you love vanilla fragrances but you're looking for something that has a little bit of an edge to it, you need to try this one. Coming up next we have Musc Noir Rose by Narciso Rodriguez, and I am sure that this one is not a surprise. This is one of the most beautiful musky feminine fragrances out there. This is one of my favorite musky fragrances, honestly. It's just so soft and feminine and powdery and sensual, a little bit fruity, and what you really get from this fragrance is a musky musky fruity vanilla scent. You have a beautiful sweet intoxicating plum note in here. You have the muskiness, you have the sweetness coming from the vanilla, and just a hint of rose in the background. It's a gorgeous feminine scent that just, I feel like it's perfect. It's perfect to wear anytime, anywhere. You will smell sexy but sensual and soft and elegant and so pretty. It's a beautiful musky fruity floral scent. And the last fragrance that I have for you guys today is for all the cherry lovers, and this one is Wet Cherry Liquor by Bohoboco. This is my favorite cherry fragrance. This is so sweet, so intoxicating. You have this addictive juicy red cherry. You have some strawberry as well, so it's very fruity. You have some caramel and vanilla, so it's very sweet and delicious. And you also have some liquor, so it's a little bit boozy, super sexy, super seductive. In the dry down we also have a little bit of sandalwood, so it's very creamy and soft and smooth and delicious and so seductive. This is just a fragrance that will have you smelling absolutely incredible. If you love cherry fragrances, you haven't tried this one, please do so. It's my favorite cherry fragrance out there. So boozy, so sweet, so fruity, so addictive. It's just pure perfection. So guys, we have made it to the end of this list. These were all of my Valentine's Day recommendations for you ladies. Let me know down in the comments what fragrance you are thinking about wearing on Valentine's Day. What is your sexiest, most feminine fragrance that really makes you feel beautiful and confident and super elegant? I would really love to know this, and I am not sure what I am going to be wearing on Valentine's Day yet, but I think it might be Delina because she's my go-to date night fragrance. She's the one that makes me feel super sexy and beautiful, so I would probably go for her or Oud Satin Mood. I am not really sure. And yes, this was all for today guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you are enjoying my content, consider subscribing to the channel, and I really hope to see you in my next video.